Is it wrong? Is it wrong? Or isn't it wrong? Isn't it wrong? Or is it wrong? Or is it wrong? Or is it wrong? It isn't wrong, but it is. But it's not wrong to love that a series that almost went black for 4 years is finally back. I'm pretty sure it was 4 or 5 years, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that it's back, and that it's back. That it's back, and it is strong, even though it's not called Season 3. But it's better, stronger, hilarious, and very funny. But that doesn't matter to this episode, in which we're basically going to do nothing except talking about a show. Not a show, but more of an epic called Mianite. If you no idea what I'm talking about, well, let me inform you a lot. Let me tell you an epic tale of a lot of people in the past, now in the present, recast for another season. It's complicated, it's not an anime or a show, it's more of a role play in the game called Minekraft. I think you know what I'm talking about. It's obviously a roundabout that, besides that, right? And now just welcome back to another episode of Banjo ni de omotomeru wa mashigate iru daro ka Memoria. Freese, Y2 episode 709. Welcome, oh my. I was playing around with the pencil and I almost stabbed myself in the heart. Cool, great. Never play with sharp pencils, kids. Anyway, we're here. We're talking about Mianite Season 3. So if y'all don't know, even though I play this game every day, there's a lot of other things that I like in my life, besides Memoria Freese. There's a lot of things that I've watched in the past, besides Memoria Freese. Surprisingly, I know, it's insane, but I have a life out of this game. One of the aspects of my life before this game was a series on YouTube, was a series in Minecraft on YouTube, uploaded by Captain Sparkle's Syndicate and a few other people a few years back, and on Twitch, called Mianite. And Mianite is just, it's great. The general basis, I think, from what I can remember, is that there's 3 gods. I think it's 2 gods and 1 goddess, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, there's 2 gods and 1 goddess. One of the gods is Mianite, then it's Ionite, and then it's Dianite. So, Dianite, or Mianite is sort of like the good god, Ionite is the neutral god, or goddess, and Dianite is the bad god. Almost like a devilish god. And so, it was a really popular series at the time, and there was like 2 seasons. It started out as like a little friend survival. It started out like as a friendly SMP, and then it turned into like that huge story, and there was like a whole story to it, and it was super, super fascinating. I loved it. And a lot of other people did too. But then season 2 ended, and people wanted more, but it never came back. Until a few weeks ago, when Captain Sparkles uploaded, before Captain Sparkles it was Syndicate, but mainly Captain Sparkles is who we're talking about because that's how I found it out through. Captain Sparkles uploaded a new series, started a new series on his Twitch, and he reposted the videos on Twitch to the live streams on Twitch to YouTube, and the series is called Isolation Island. And I thought it was nothing. I thought it was just a merely fun survival, like island survival. But it's not just that. It's Mianite Season 3 in disguise. And so it's super, super cool. I've been watching it. Well, technically, here's the thing. He started it a week ago. A week ago, meaning like 8 days. So over a week ago. But he uploaded the first episode on YouTube a week ago, and then I'm like, oh my god, I need to watch this. You know, just because I was a little bored at the time. So I went ahead, tried to watch the first episode. I kind of got a little like tired after an hour because it was late at night and all that kind of stuff. But the last thing I remember seeing is that there was like some reference to, like something that Dianite said or something that Ionite said, and it was just super, super like, what the heck? Like, that's crazy. We haven't seen that in like ages. And to tell you how crazy it's been, because I said that, like there hasn't been a new thing for like years. When I mean years, I mean like before this channel probably existed. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. But anyway, let's level up you guys. Anyway, so I started that. I started watching this, and it was really good. It took me like a few days to get past the first episode, and by the time that I finally finished the first episode, I think it was today it was either yesterday or today. He had already put out the second and third episode up on YouTube, and so I'm like, okay, I'll watch episode 2 and 3. And then I'm like, I finished episode 3 earlier this afternoon. I'm like, man, I want more. And so I go on his Twitch because, obviously all the VODs are on his Twitch. And I find that the third episode that he uploaded today was from 4 days ago. And apparently he had done another 3 episodes since then. And I'm like, boyo, do you know? I'm like, boyo, yes, boyo. Boyo, do you know boyos and girlos? Y'all know what I did when I saw that there were 3 extra episodes, like that he had another 3 VODs episodes of Isolation on Twitch. I started to watch them, and I watched the 4th one. I finished that. I did some exercise, played Uncharted 4. I believe I'm like on chapter 6, super fun stuff. And then after that, I actually should have played that on the channel. I kind of feel bad, but whatever. Anyway, on to what I was saying. Started episode 4, finished episode 4, fun times, did some exercise, did this, did that. And now, I just finished up my homeworks for the week, even though it's not really finished. And now I'm here recording. Before I started recording, and after I did my homework for the week, I started watching the 5th episode. And something interesting is about to happen, like some real good stories about to happen. And I'm like, man, it's almost 12. I don't wanna miss Memoria, Freese. So here I am. I got my phone, opened up Mobizen, and opened up Memoria, Freese, started recording, and here we are. So that's the story of my day, people. So yeah, right after this, literally right after this, I'm gonna get back into Mianite, Isolation Island. And yeah, it's really fun. If you are interested in Mianite, from what I've told y'all, because there's more than just, like the 3 gods and everything and all that. There's a whole lot more. That's just like the general base. There's a bunch of other stuff. Like, I'm not gonna spoil. I'm not gonna spoil too much. But all I'm gonna say is, if you want to check it out, you can just check out either Captain Sparkle's Syndicate on YouTube. I forget who else did the first 2 seasons, but either one of them, and whoever else was there, I prefer Captain Sparkle's because, Kind of been watching him for a super long time, you know, kind of my homie over here. And yeah, I suggest, I recommend, if you're interested, from what I've told y'all, check it out. Should be in playlists on his channel, on their channels, and you can watch seasons 1 and 2, and then afterward, once you're done with that, you can hop on over to Isolation Island, where they're practicing social distancing. I kid you not. Called a social distancing. Yes, not social distancing. Whatever. Anyway, this has been an interesting episode. I'm sorry that today couldn't have been an hour. I had a lot of homework to do, and even after episode 5, I'm gonna still do a lot of homework because I'm not done for the week. So, even though I just said that I was done for the week, I'm not really done for the week, people. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Tomorrow, I can't make any promises, but it may or may not be an hour episode. If I were to say when an hour episode would be, the next hour episode would have to be the episode where we beat the entirety of this event over here. This is gonna end soon. But it may not be. Who knows? Y'all will just have to find out in the next episode of. In the next episodes of. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Memoria. Freese. Way to episode 709, 10, 11, 12. Well, today is episode 7. Whatever. Adios, master watching. Ensayo. Freaky. Nada. Bye.